me that you love me, even if it's fake.
Alright guys, welcome back to the Mokey channel. Yeah, it has been a few weeks without content, but today we start a little bit over. We have already uploaded another deck and we start here with another deck profile, of course, with a zombie deck. I've already uploaded 2 zombie decks, one from my brother and one from me. This is also from me, and this is kind of the tweaked version. I played a little bit around, I changed a few things, and this is more of a fun build. It's just really annoying for some people to play against. That's really fun if you play it, and it can gain quite the advantage on your opponent with quite some nice gimmicks, and yeah, of course, it's very fun to play. So let's jump into this deck on this updated deck list, and yeah, let's see. We start, of course, with our 2 Vampire Lords. Vampire Lord is probably the best zombie in the deck, besides, no, not really the best. Real Cookie, and 1 Despair. Yeah, people ask me sometimes why I play Despair. If you want to make your deck a little bit more dual proof, or just proof against a lot of discarding cards, or if your opponent gets for deck destruction, this is just nice to have. And then you have another Despair and the Generating Mummy, which is exactly the same thing, but these 2 special summon from the graveyard, and this special summons. This does not special summon, this just adds back to your hand. So if your opponent plays card destruction, Donzaluk, any kind of this, you basically add these back, or you special summon them, which is really nice. So it works on Morphing Jar, it works on Donzaluk, it works on Vampire Lord. If your Vampire Lord attacks you and declares monster, it works if your opponent has card destruction, any kind of that cards. So that's really nice. And then we have the real best zombie, because he floats into our Vampire Lord. That's Pyramid Turtle. Pyramid Turtle is just the best floater in the game. No, hands down, it's just amazing. And then we have one of him. He's just nice, of course, stealing opponent's hand cards. Of course, he can trigger as well one of these cards, but most likely you're not facing one opponent that's also playing zombies, and he cannot be destroyed, which is really nice. Sangan, Searcher, really good. Also creature swap target with these. And then we have, of course, Sinister Serpent with the Tribe. Sinister Serpent also very good targets to discard for things. Yeah, and also creature swap target with as well. And we play Exiled Force, which I play Twin-Headed Behemoth, and I play Rejuvenating Slime. Alright, I know this looks crazy, but these revive themselves from the graveyard. And you will see why. This is actually really fun. And now Morphing Jar. And now people ask me why I play Morphing Jar, and sometimes they really ask, like a lot of times, why I play these 2 here also. I will explain you now. A really good combo. If you have these here, and you have Morphing Jar, right? You can set Morphing Jar, and then activate Creature Swap. Give your opponent your Morphing Jar in face down defense position. Take their attacking monster and attack your Morphing Jar on their side. So this is now their effect, which triggers these here, right? So in any case, people say, okay, this is really, really unreliable. You have combos to activate these as well. You just need to think about it. Alright, and also, like, just standard Morphing Jar is really good, so yeah. Then Trinity, of course. Power spells, all the power spells. 2 Book of Lives, because Book of Lives is just amazing. 2 creature swap. I wish we could play 3, but of course we can creature swap. And so many cards, so many, like these three and the turtle, and it's just amazing. It's really nasty, and because everything comes back in this deck from the graveyard. Doesn't matter if it's Vampire Lord, doesn't matter if it's Slime or if it's anything. It's just so many cards, and you have so many revival cards with Book of Life, with Burial, with Call of the Haunted. You just will draw so many cards, and even if this does not give you any draw, your opponent will most likely destroy it with their MST or their Breaker, and then they have wasted their Breaker or their MST or the instantly Heavy Storm on this because they wanted to get rid of this. But if they do that, this opens another possibility for you, because you have other win conditions. Okay, the one Last Will, because Last Will is of course really good. If you crush into your opponent's cards with Permanent Turtle and just summoning 2 monsters, and then also have creature swap combos with that, that's just broken as fuck. And then, yeah, win conditions. If your opponent randomly decides to get rid of your permanent spells, yeah, skill drain is just amazing win condition. Because we have space for 4 more cards, we just add the 4 standard traps with Call of the Haunted. Is another great addition to your already existing armada of revival cards, revival effects that trigger. And there's also an option here. I was also thinking about playing Abyss Soldier, because Abyss Soldier would enable me, like if you have this already in deck and add Abyss Soldier, you can basically discard these and recycle with Abyss Soldier your Burial and redo it again, and basically summon multiple monsters from the graveyard and trigger your card of safe return multiple times, which is really broken, which is really nice. But now he's in the side deck. he's just a side deck option right now, but I'm thinking I'm going to move him really soon into the main deck and make some plays out of him. Just telling you right away. He's not in there right now, but he's most likely to get in there very soon. And now I'm just putting down all the cards again for you to see the whole deck builds, because people have been asking me to do that at the end of the video. And I will always listen to the wishes of my subscribers and my dear watchers. It's the zombie engine really quick. Then Sangan, and that stuff, Serpent, and the Morphing Jar. Traps really quick down here, fast. Right. Of course, it would be also very easy and clean to integrate just goat control engine if you already have the creature swap engine in it. You can do so many things with this deck, it's all up to you. Zombies have a lot of potential. You can go for a really savage, trying to get as most competitive as you want to, but then you would most likely not play these two. I added these two now because I have other builds I'm trying to make more competitive. These are just now in for more fun-like based. But in case you have never tried this one here, this Despair, in a zombie deck, you should try it. It adds a lot of protection against things, and people sometimes forget that there's not only Delinquent Duel that makes you discard or just lets you throw cards from the deck. So just add it and see what it does. If it's a dead card in your hand, you can still just discard it with Tribe or anything. If you just keep holding it in your hand for a long time, means your opponent does not have Delinquent Duel, which is really nice. So that's like the worst thing that could happen. And if you basically in some way get it into the graveyard. Reviving it with Book of Life is always just also really good, because it's this huge monster and gets so much damage in, runs over a lot of stuff, has 3000 defense. Yeah, so just give some cards some love. Also the regenerating mummy, also try that. Yeah, I think I've said enough. Yeah, that's it. That's the new build I've been playing for fun now. Alright, that's it for me, guys. Peace out. Mokey Senpai.